today. From Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California, set to kick off. It's a special Christmas Day edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
Taken about 7 yards deep, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Play action. It's Wentz. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
It's second down.
They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
But looks like they caught him off guard on second and very long by running the football. Right? We always talk about tendency breakers and counters and doing things opposite the grain, and that worked very well for him. Picked up really nice yardage, but they still have a lot of work to do on third down.
Wentz's pass intended.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. First and 10.
31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
This is caught. And the 49ers are going to have a first and goal. They nearly had the touchdown, but he's going to be marked out of bounds just shy of the punt. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Niners have taken the early lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator?
Yeah.
What he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
On second down, Eckler. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
The tackle made by Demario Davis. A gain of 2 on the play. And this is third.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
I liked his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need one. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Nick Bosa in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Draw play, it's Eckler. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. But they also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws that quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. Takes 2 to tango. Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. Touchdown, 49ers. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now he can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs set to begin this drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
And that's called winning at the point of attack, isn't it? Right there at the line of scrimmage. I know he's a little bummed out now. He doesn't get credit for a tackle for a loss, but no gain, his guys will take that.
And speaking of winning, to be as cheesy as we can, he was the winner of the NFC Defensive Player of the Week award from last week, so he's really stringing together some good football.
So not only did he get a gold star, he might have gotten a gold watch too, huh?
Wentz going to try and throw on 3rd. On the screen, this is Eckler. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City 1st down.
Chiefs.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Nick Bosa getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
But it brings up.
Now Wentz on the bootleg. He'll get this to Eckler. Now a loose football. The ball comes out.
Wentz's pass complete to Drew Singer.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Solomon Thomas.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 49ers.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. He's going to let this one go deep. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Third down and 10 yards.
Now Wentz on third down. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Chiefs, nothing.
Here's the Chiefs punter now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Flushed out right. This one caught by Ridley. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
That is definitely what we call our defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time, and that'll bring up second down. Running with Kamara. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that's going to make it fourth down. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Jackson going to run. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
4 yards on the pick.
Again, Jackson will keep it.
And 6.
He'll have a first down inside the 10. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. 25 yards to the house. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with the touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3 and out here or an inability to put any points on. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. The Chiefs and Niners, of course, back at it following the memorable encounter in Super Bowl 54. It looked like the Niners were on their way to a title. They led 20-10 the fourth quarter, but it was Patrick Mahomes who led the Chiefs back as they scored 3 unanswered touchdowns in that fourth quarter to claim the Lombardi Trophy by a 31-20 margin.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Lamar Jackson marching back onto the field. He's thrown for a touchdown pass, and he's run for one so far.
When you're able to watch a guy perform at a high level and do it in multiple ways, arm, legs, he really helps his team in a big way. You've got to think that they feel great about where they are in this ball game, and they feel even better about him leading their team.
He's hoping to put them into a better spot after this drive. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
From the gun, Jackson eluding the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. This time Jackson will throw it. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 85 catches for him on the year now, and the result there is a first down. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 23 yards on the play. And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And the Niners are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. 9 yards on the first, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Alvin Kamara with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. So this drive spans 7 plays. And the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run.
Prater set to kick off.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a... base hit and he's on base. They bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm. A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Now a deep ball here hauled in just past the 50. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. It just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
Kansas City.
Again, they'll throw with Wentz. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he loses the football a 2nd time. And this is going to be 49er football.
A fumble on the play.
Not the trend he wanted to start the season with a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly... The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. The fumble on 1st down now. Here's 2nd down. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Wentz. That's going to be caught by Judy. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Shotgun now for Wentz. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
San Francisco set to go on offense once more. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big pickup of 38. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. That's complete to John Ross. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. That is caught by the tight end Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle becoming just the 2nd player with 30 touchdowns in a single year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Yeah, he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Chiefs 7.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Taken about 7 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Carson Wentz, along with his offense, heading back out there for their next possession. A lot of the problems have been on the other side of the ball. Is that frustrating for a quarterback who's been playing well?
It is, but there's no way that the best ones let their teammates know that. They actually take it upon themselves and say, okay, I have to do even more, or I need to play better. Maybe even say I put my defense in a bad spot. That's what true leadership.
And oh, he coughed it up. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Fumble on the play. Recovered by the Niners.
After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. From the gun, Jackson to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Pass intended for Taysom Hill. Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and goal.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson, and it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Alvin Kamara as time expires in the first half. And the 49ers continue to roll. You knew time was going to run out, so this had to be in the end zone, and somehow they were able to find a window and get it done.
Very easy for us to talk about up here that, yes, all that had to happen, but when time's running down, sometimes your brain compresses a little bit too. They showed great poise, understanding of situation, making sure they got to the end zone in order to complete that pass and take a nice momentum into the...
And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half.
Well set to kick off.
On the return, it's Tariq Cohen. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 29.
Out comes Calvin Ridley and the offense for their next drive. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself. And usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well. Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Jackson going to look to do it himself. He's got the first down inside the 10. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the 49ers, they're just pouring it on. So the lanes continue to be there for Lamar Jackson to run that football. That his second touchdown run of the game.
You know what I would like? I'd like for us to be able to go into a defense's room after playing Lamar Jackson and watch the tape and see how much of a lane was really there and how much he created just through his talent. In any event, Lamar Jackson finds the end zone, doesn't he?
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Hunter Renfrow is the man he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Now Wentz. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
And this is
now Wentz again. Now they go screen, it's complete. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield.
Austin Eckler.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensing the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
41. 8 yards on the pickup. And this is 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Wentz. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And he will have a Chiefs first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
Gain of 6.
It goes as a gain of 6, and it's a first down. Wentz now to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dante Hightower. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Taking it in for 11 yards out. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. This defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number 1.
It should be number 1. And in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep him back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Wentz. That's into the hands of Eckler. Give him 2 yards on that play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
A gain of 2 on the play. And this is 3rd down.
Wentz. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, but it leads to 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
A 39-yard punt, a return of 5, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun, escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And 22 more yards there, another 1st down. You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we see both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Darren Lee coming in hard that time on the blitz, and he gets him down. It's a loss of 4. On 2nd and goal, Jackson. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Tyreek Hill with another touchdown, number 24 on the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Taken in the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
25-yard line.
KC's offense ready to take over. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Nick Bosa, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really turning in an incredible performance. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Another try after the 1st down sack. Wentz boards the target, and he has it over the middle. And it's a fumble. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Rolling to his right. 15 for the Niners there, and a 1st down. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause, to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
Logan Wilson that time there to bring him down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And let's not forget he had the receiving touchdown earlier. Now a trio of rushing touchdowns. Quite a performance.
Diversification. That's all you can talk about. His ability to do everything leaves him on the field on every down on offense because you can hand it to him as we've seen. What'd you say, 3 rushing touchdowns? And, of course, throw it to him where he's caught 1 as well.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Throwing again on second down. Wentz. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Hunter Renfrow is the man he was looking for. And it's third down.
Incomplete. It's third down and 5 yards.
Working from the gun. Wentz out to the left there and complete to the tight end Hockenson. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
9 yards.
Fifth catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Wentz to throw again. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Hunter Renfrow is the man he was looking for, but it's going to be second down.
It's second down and 10.
Again, it's Wentz. He'll get this to Eckler. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 Lehman. This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch, just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. To throw, it's Wentz. Got a man, it's Judy, complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And now for him on the season, that is his 80th catch, and the result is a first down. To throw is Wentz. And this one is incomplete. The intended target, T.J. Hockenson. And it's second down.
It leads to second and 10.
Wentz going to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Denzel Mims that time. And it's third down.
It's third down and 10 yards to go.
Throwing now is Wentz. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down.
Now they won't try and pooch it, it's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out, and the 49ers are going to get the football back. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. It's Logan Wilson there to bring him down. From the 40 now on second down. Jackson, and now he's going to use his legs. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
And Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive.
The tackle made.
And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle.
A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
They run it again with Kamara. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now a shotgun handoff to Cohen. Down right around the 25. It's a gain of 3, and it'll be second down. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver. receiver, and he's brought down. On the corner blitz that time, the sack goes to Denzel Ward. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task. Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. Flushed out right. And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Open man, he completes it to Judy. A gain of 6 there on 1st. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And his pass incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
And that is incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
At their own 35-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
He's going to take off with it. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop. Boom. He took advantage of it. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And finally down at the 9-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
4 yards.
Eluding the pressure right. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen.
Matt Prater lining up for the point after.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Prater for the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Throwing on first is Wentz. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Once again here on 2nd and 10. That's going to be caught by Judy. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
13 yards. First down, Kansas City.
Again, they'll throw with Wentz. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Solomon Thomas make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
It's second down.
Throwing on second and long. Wentz. And that one hits the ground incomplete. So now just 4 ticks left in this one. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. One final try now for Wentz. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Michael Davis. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 84. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.